Mm, I hear the rain out there now. Jen, you were third this time. Jen A was third. Brian Flakes is a winner with the first one back in here. Unbelievable, guys. I know I say that all the time, every time it happens, but now we're on take 3. Yeah, but tough night. Yeah, it happens. Well, I'm going to do the last 2 products in a little while. We'll wait till we get some people in here before we do that. But we'll give people a moment to get back in here. Crazy, crazy stuff, right? We're doing really good tonight, too. I could just hear right now, I was listening. Obviously, I can hear it through the window. It's raining out right now, so that's not a bad thing. 5 streams in a row, no interruptions. I guess we're making up for lost time. Yeah, Frank Grant, I hear you. I hear you on that one. So, Beats having a bad hair day, yeah. They didn't like the commercial. Yeah, well, who knows? Who knows? But we'll give it a little while. I'll show you the last 2 products here that I have because I want to take them back to the store for them. But we'll give it a little bit. We'll get some more people into the chat first. So we'll just give this a minute, guys. I'm sorry. It's just, it's not me. I wish it would go smoothly every time because we had 1,200 people in the chat the first stream. We were already up to like 850 people in the second stream when it went and did this again. So absolutely ridiculous. Are you exercising lately, Ed? Yeah, actually, I have been doing quite a bit of exercising, to be honest with you. My weight is definitely down. I feel better. I do feel better. It's been ridiculously hot, though, too, on top of everything else. Just ridiculously hot. Okay, so we're already up over 200 people again. I just want to remind everybody, if we have another interruption again, which I hope we do not because we're already on take 3, that I will get right back on as soon as I possibly can. So just hang in there with me. Hopefully we can get this next 40 minutes in with no more interruptions. That would be great. So we'll see what happens. But again, if there's another interruption, you may not get the notification, but I will get right back on as soon as I can. Okay? So just letting you know. Now you need Mom to call, and it'll right, it'll be a home run stream. I know. I'm surprised she hasn't. No, I haven't had any calls yet. So unbelievable. So she'll call. That's what she does. She calls me literally, guys, when I tell you. There's days I don't hear from her at all unless I'm doing a stream, and then she'll call. And then there's other days that she'll call me 5 times in a day. And I don't mind. I really don't. So, what are you going to do? So, but anyway, all right. Yeah, Mom calls at 9. Yeah, that's right. Usually around 9 because she forgets that I that I go until 9:20. So, yeah, I'm sorry they're targeting you. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. What are you going to do? I mean, it's unfortunately, it's what we have to deal with. So, there's not a whole lot we can do. I don't want to do the egg count with only 350 people in the chat. So we're going to wait on the egg count, guys. I'll wait till we get some more folks in here before we do that. But, yeah, business here will be shut down if anyone enters a store without a mask. Stephen Johnson just said that. It's getting to the point of being absolutely ridiculous. It really is. And, the whole thing, it's where do you stand on it? What side of the fence? What's going on? There's a lot of parks that you can get into. There's a lot of misinformation going on out there. Again, I believe that, when the fall gets here again, I think things are going to get worse. I do. And they're bad now. I even said when they reopen things up, when they start reopening things back up, the numbers are going to go back up. It's going to happen. What do you think about Trump saying wear a mask now? Again, they've been all along, and not just Trump, guys. It's not just Trump. It's all these guys, the CDC guys, Fauci, all of them. They flip-flop so much, you don't know what to believe, what not to believe, and it makes it very, very difficult to take any of it seriously. I watched a very, very interesting video today. I'm going to talk about that real quick. We're going to talk about this video that I watched today, and one of you guys sent it to me. And in the video, they were talking about so people like Bill Gates and those type of people want to make a coronavirus vaccine mandatory for everybody in the world. 7.5 billion people, right? They want to make it mandatory for everybody. So right now there's a race to see, and that's another kettle of fish, a Pandora's box to open up, talking about forced vaccination. That can be something else that we talk about. But anyway, so I was watching the video, and they were talking about, there's a race to come up with the first vaccination. Who gets it first? Because if you get that first vaccination and you got it and it works, that's why normal trials take like a year and a half. They're trying to make this happen a lot faster. But they were saying that they use ferrets because they have the same kind of immune system that we have. And they always take it one step further when they do that type of stuff. So what they did is they came up with a vaccination that was showing that the ferrets were producing antibodies to the virus, right? But what they did then is they exposed these ferrets to the virus, and what the antibodies did, instead of fighting the virus like they should, it helped the virus attack the host. All right? So why don't you put that in perspective? So instead of stopping the virus, it helped the virus become more deadly. Kidney failure, liver failure, heart attacks with the ferrets, just everything. It was killing these ferrets, all right? Now think about that. If they push through some vaccine rather quickly, and let's not forget, since 1968, that's the year, there's no liability with the pharmaceutical companies. You cannot sue the pharmaceutical companies if they give your child or you a shot or anything that causes you permanent damage. There's no recourse. So they have no incentive to do further research to make sure things are safe. Think about that. I want you guys to really think about that. So if they come out with some kind of thing and they say, yep, this is good, and then like another strain of the virus comes through, and let's say this new one, now because you've had this shot and the antibodies are not preventing the virus, they're actually helping the virus to kill you. And let's say that, 5 or 10% of the population of the world dies. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people for something that was rushed through and pushed through. I think that's a terrible, terrible thing. I've said it before, and I will say it again. I will not be getting any kind of shot, period. I will not do it. And if that means that they say I can't fly on an airplane, guess what? I don't care. I don't care. Not doing it. Not doing it. The vaccinations, you don't know what they're putting in them. You don't know what's harmful, what's not harmful. I mean, just even the flu shot every year is not a good thing to get. And they push and push and push that, don't they? Now, I want you to think about something else. If they can come up with forced vaccinations for this, that opens the door to have forced vaccinations for everything. Because when we were kids, it was very few vaccinations. Our kids now get 55. What if they come up and say, well, now listen, you got to get up to speed and get all these vaccinations caught up as an adult, but don't worry, your insurance will pay for it. That's huge money. Huge money. It's all about money at the end of the day, guys. It's not about your safety. They don't care about you. They don't care what you have. They want money, and that's it. You think about it. If the vaccination cost $100 a vial, let's think about that. 7.5 billion people on the planet. You're talking about what? $750 billion. It's either 750 billion. It's a lot of money. It's a tremendous amount of money. So think about that. And it's not for your own good. It's for lining their pockets. So that's something to think about. Now we're up to 624 in the chat, guys. I'm going to ask for that thumbs up again now. If you would do that, I would appreciate it to show support for the channel. We're at 247 on that. Again, it really does help with the algorithm. So thank you ahead of time for doing that. It does show support, and I appreciate that. And I like to see a good number of thumbs up as well. So I would thank you ahead of time for doing that, and I appreciate that. I want to do these last two things for the JDEGA CBD and hemp products really, really quickly. And then we're going to be done with that. Again, I will be mentioning from time to time the website. Again, if you go to my homepage or my website, preppernurse1.com, You will see it on the main page. It goes by. All you got to do is click on it. It will take you right to the JDAGA website, okay? Again, please make sure if you do make a purchase that you use the discount code PrepperNurse1 and the number 1, not ONE, okay? Use that discount code. You'll save yourself 15%, all right? So let's do, all right, last two things. What we have here is a mouthwash, and this is from the New York Hemp Company, okay? All natural mouthwash will leave your mouth feeling refreshed, 100% organic, 100 milligrams of CBD, spicy apple taste, okay? So there is that, and that is $35 for the mouthwash. If you're interested, again, go check that out. The last thing I want to show you, rain's coming down really good now. All right, the last thing I want to show you is a Pure Hemp CBD oral spray. All right, it's 8 milliliters. It has 52 milligrams of CBD in this, or hemp. No, CBD, I'm sorry. It's an oral absorption up to 90% effective, allowing your body to utilize all the necessary nutrients through oral absorption. Nutrients go directly into the bloodstream and then into your cells within minutes. Enjoy all natural supplement courtesy of CBD. I'm going to show that. GABA and I can't even read the last one. But anyway, it's an energy booster, help sleep support, weight loss, and pain support. Okay, and that is $25 for that. And that is a spray, oral spray. And the best, when you're going to spray those type of things, you want to spray them under your tongue. That's the best way to do it. So again, if you would like to take advantage of that, please go to my website, preppernurse1.com. You'll see it scroll by. You'll see JDAGA. Click on it. And again, it's also down in the description in the video as well. You can go right there, but make sure you use the discount to, get your, 15% off. So Prepper Nurse 1, number 1, not ONE. Okay, so there we go with that. All right. So the other thing really quickly that I want to talk about on my website, preppernurse1.com, I think it's an important part, totally free to you guys, is the Prepper Nurse 1 community. Okay, PN1 community. You'll see it up there. It's going to be on your right-hand side. You click on that. You do have to register, but it is totally free. It is very private. Nobody can just come in and see what's going on. That's why we set it up that way. If you are looking to connect with like-minded people, either just to go in to read the message boards, to go in and try to find somebody in your state or in your country, a lot of people came to me and were asking me, how do I find like-minded people where I live? That's why we set this up. Definitely take advantage of that if you would like to. And again, it does not cost anything. We do not ask for any credit card information, so that is there available for you. The last thing I want to talk about, and then we'll get back into regular chat again, okay? I promise. On my website, preppernurse1.com, you click on store, you drop down, you'll see Legacy Foods. Now, we're going to talk about Legacy Foods really quickly. Hey, Full of Hope, anyone know how to make colloidal silver YouTube video? It's got to be out there. They got to have videos of that out there. So definitely, I would just put that into the search engine and see if you can find it. Thank you for the donation as well. But so products that are available right now with Legacy are on the website. On my website, if you click, you click on store, it'll drop down and say Legacy Foods. You click on that. What they have available right now is there. Okay. So for the people that have back orders, I wanted to discuss this really quickly. I have not done another sale yet. I plan on doing another sale, but I wanted them to get caught up first. I talked to Amy today from Legacy. She told, or was it yesterday, last night? Might have been last night. I can't remember. Yeah, I think it was last night. But anyway, I talked with Amy from Legacy. She told me that they should have everybody caught up, all the back orders caught up by the end of August. Now, I know that people that put orders in March, I know there are people that still have orders in from February. They, like everybody else, had a tremendous amount of issues. They're getting caught back up, okay? Once they get all those caught back up, I do plan on doing another sale for you guys, because once they get caught up, you're not looking at a long lag time to get your products, okay? And that's a good thing. And that's why I haven't done a sale, because I don't want to do it while people are still waiting from months ago to get their products or get their orders. You guys will get your orders. If you are patient, you definitely will get them. Okay. So I wanted to give you guys that heads up that she let me know that by the end of August at the latest, everybody should have their orders. There's orders going out all the time. Just so you know, people are getting them. You will get your shipping notification. You will know when your product is coming. You will be notified of the shipping. Okay. So just so you know, so you can track it and stuff like that. So I absolutely cannot stand it that people have not got their orders yet, but there's nothing I can do about it. I don't run the company. I'm a middleman. That's all I am. But it really, I don't like it either. I don't like it that people have had to, wait. But you will get your stuff, I promise you. Let's see. People have tested the eBay machines and proven them to be frauds. I must have missed something someplace. So, but here's the thing too. Now let's talk about this really. Let's talk about Walmart, and they're going to start this in Arkansas. So Walmart in Arkansas is going to be starting no more cashiers. Everything's going to be self-checkout. Well, the last time I checked, I don't work for Walmart. I don't use self-checkout ever for Walmart or any other stores. I will not use it. I don't work there. It's not my job. Okay. I think it's a horrible idea. You need to have that personalized contact with people if there's issues and those type of things. So, Walmart is the big dog out there, and they're going to try to push their weight around. But if we enough of us push back and say, I'm not doing it no more, and if they went that route, that I'm not shopping there no more. I'll tell you that right now, because like I said, I don't work there. I'm not running the checkout. Somebody will check me out, and I think that is. I think that that's pushing it beyond. That's ridiculous. But Sandy says more job loss. Exactly. Well, and the thing is, Walmart does not treat their staff well, as we all know. Everybody's part-time, so nobody gets benefits. Anybody that mentions the word union at Walmart, they're gone. And like I said, a lot of Walmart stuff obviously comes from China. So we all know that as well. So, let's see. Oh, okay. Let's do the egg count real quick now. Yeah, we'll do that right now. So how many eggs do you think that the chickens laid today? I'm trying to remember. What did they lay yesterday? I think they laid 10 yesterday. So what is your guys' guess today for what the chickens laid? And again, while we're doing that, guys, if you have not shot a thumbs up yet, I would ask you to do that, please. We're at 725 in the chat, and we're at 329 on the thumbs up. So please shoot a thumbs up. I appreciate that, showing support for the channel. And again, it really does help with algorithms. So thank you ahead of time. And again, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please make sure you do subscribe and hit that bell notification for all notifications. All right, so hold on. I'll tell you guys in a second. All right, if you had the same amount as Chandler Sampson with 9 eggs, then you are correct. The girls laid 9 eggs today. And was Thickneck, did she lay today? Yeah, she laid today because she didn't lay yesterday. So she was one of the first eggs I got today. So got 9 eggs today. But again, it was really, really, it rained this morning, and then it was so muggy. It's muggy now. I'm sitting here, and I am sweating just sitting here. It's ridiculous how hot it is. So, and again, now it's raining again outside, which just even adds more to the humidity. So what are you going to do? So lazy hens. Exactly, Tony Draper. I said, who wants to go in a stew pot? Because let's get them eggs coming, girls. Now, I'm going to tell you what. Generally, like I said, 9 to 13 a day. That's the normal. Only one day did I get 15 eggs out of 15 hens. And obviously the babies aren't laying yet, so they will eventually. But no, they're very steady. They're good birds. I love my birds. I go through my routine with them every day. I go out. Literally, I get up. When I get up, I take the dogs out, go right into the hen house, let them out because they're locked up at night. I let them out. I give them fresh water. I give them more food. Then they get their cracked corn in the yard. I give them that. Then generally, it depends. I don't always right away, but like today, I actually kind of did it early. I started picking greens, throw greens into the run for them. You know, they're very, very spoiled chickens. I can tell you that they're not starving in any way, but and they got a good sized run to run around in, so they're good to go. So they're fun. I love them guys. They're a lot. And I hate to admit it, but thick neck is my favorite. Her and red. Red is a very friendly chicken, but thick neck is just kind of cool because she's the only one that I got like that. So I like her. So I used to say I don't work there, but I like being about to bag my stuff the way I want. Well, yeah, I understand that, but you know, to me, it's like that's not my job. My job is not to check myself out. That's their job. So, you know, and then and realistically, what'll happen is if they have self checkouts, because I don't know if you guys pay attention to the self checkout, they have somebody monitoring to make sure you're not stealing. You know, I mean, it's like. So there you're going to have an issue. So now you're going to have people watching. And how many self-checkouts do you got? How many people are going to be watching to make sure you're ringing everything up? It's just, you know what? Like I said, I would rather just go up to the register, put the stuff there. You pack my stuff up. That's your job. It's not mine. So, but let's go back. Let's talk about, you know, what we were talking about a little bit earlier about, you know, that 12 million people did not pay their rent last month. And 23 million people said that there was slim or no chance that they were going to pay their rent this month. Okay. That's a lot of people that potentially could be out on the street. And with everything looking like it's not ending anytime soon, what happens then? Again, so many businesses are shut down. And see, here's the problem that I have with a lot of that too. And we've talked about this a little bit before. You have your big chain grocery stores are all open. You have your Walmarts are all open. You have your Lowe's, your Home Depots. Those are all open. Okay. A lot of places were forced to shut down. A lot of restaurants were forced to shut down. Now, what effect did that have? You had all these restaurants that were shut down for, like in New York State. And I'm going to go with New York State because obviously that's where I live. So when things were going crazy down in New York City, it never really went crazy up here. I think our total cases in the county that I live in, I think we've had a total of 148 cases in the county that I live in and 8 deaths in my county, in the entire county. Okay. We're not New York City. We're nowhere near New York City. Okay. But the problem is all these restaurants were shut down. So you had a lot of these farmers were having to either plow under their crops, dump their crops, get rid of them because they had nobody to sell them to. So they lose money. You know, I mean, it's like it's a no-win situation. The whole thing is a no-win situation. And, you know, it's just 80K man says no debt, nobody owns me. Yeah, you know what? It's the best way to live if you can do it. Absolutely the best way to live if you can do it. I'm going to tell you what, when I made the move out here and made this move, I did it to downsize, to not be in huge debt and to try to be as free as I possibly could. You know, with having my own power source and my own solar system and stuff like that, I don't get that bill every month. With having my own well, I don't get a water bill every month, which is great. Propane, what do I use propane for? I use propane for hot water. That's it. Okay. Last year now people have noticed I have a 330 gallon propane tank. Okay. For the entire year, I use 40 gallons of propane. So SHTF happens, I can go years doing the same thing I'm doing now with hot water. Now, obviously, I would conserve it even more so in an SHTF situation, but that's why I have that tank. They come out once a year and they top it off. They just did it in June, and it was 40 gallons. That was it. That's what I used for the entire year before. So that's why they stopped doing. They were doing it twice a year, but because my amount that I use is so small that they only do it once a year now. Again, wintertime, if I had to, I could go a different route, you know. Hey, Kimmit, I use grocery pickup, no extra charge. They check out, bring it to my car, and I don't have to deal with crowds. That's a great way to do it too. Absolutely a great way to do it as well. Thank you very much for the donation, and that's actually a smart way to do it too. But I like to browse. I like to see what's there, and that sometimes things jump out at me that I want that. Not that I need it, I want it. So that's what happens. Hey, Merry Christmas 2.0. Today you can have forgiveness, repent, and be baptized in Jesus' name. Acts 2:37-38. This is the only way to heaven. God bless you, Ed. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. Thank you for the statement, and thank you for the donation as well. I do appreciate that. But it's just we are in interesting times, my friends. Really, really interesting times. You got to pay attention to what is going on. I think we're talking a little bit earlier in today's video about the shortages of things. A lot of people were saying, and one of the things that people were bringing up, and I actually brought this up too, was canning supplies. There's a huge, huge shortage of canning supplies. The last probably 5 times I've gone anywhere that had any kind of canning goods, they had no lids. Or if they did have lids, you had to buy the box of 12 with the screw lid as well as the other lid. But there's just to buy the individual lids, which is like what? For 12 of them, it's like $1.50 or something like that. I can't remember exactly what the price is, but maybe it's $3. I don't know. I can't remember. I'd have to look at what. But I literally, when I would go and buy lids, I have a lot of lids. I have a case of the lids up here right now. All right, 240 lids. No, it's more than that, I think. Because the whole case, it was 12. Because each box has like 10 lids or 12 lids, something like. But anyway, I got a ton of lids. I did it because, again, I believe in being prepared and having it. When I can pick up more canning jars, I do. As you guys have seen, I've added to my canning jars this year. But when I've gone, I've picked up the bigger ones. I like to put my beans and sometimes rice in those to dry can it. I like to do that. The other canning jars, literally this year, 5 of the pints I think I've picked up. The last time we went to a Walmart, they had 2, of the 12 packs of cans of the pints, and I grabbed them both. That's all they had. They had no lids. They had, no pickling salts. They didn't have a lot of things. And here's the other thing that I think a lot of people are not really paying attention to, and some of you are, some of you are not. The prices of things have gone up exponentially, 25 and 30% in some cases. I mean, so here's one that's gone up probably more than 100%. Going and buying masks. If you can find an N95 mask, okay? But if you just get the regular mask for the paper mask that a lot of people are wearing,